all your credit cards, medical bills, everything's paid off. You have no debt. You have nothing on the liability side of your net worth equation. You're done. Everything's paid for. All you have is your monthly living expenses, which may be your utilities, your transportation, but your expenses are really, really low because you have no debt. If that's you, it may be time to go ahead and just say forget it, throw the towel in and retire. Hey guys, on this video right here, I gave you 3 reasons why you should retire as soon as possible. But on this video, I want to give you 7 more reasons why you should retire as soon as you can, or at least consider it. Remember guys, when it comes to retirement, you have to do what's best for you. If it's retirement, do it. If it's sticking it out for a few more years while you prepare and get your plans ready to retire, maybe you have to do that too. So let's jump right into it. The very first reason, guys, is simply you don't like your job. You don't like what you do. It's uninteresting to you. It's boring to you, or you just don't feel like you're having the impact that you used to have. And you basically get no satisfaction from your job. It's just a job. You go in there, you make money, and it's time to go home. You don't feel any connection to the job anymore. Maybe you've been there 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, maybe even 40 or 45 years. But guess what, guys? If that's the case, let it go. It's over. It's time to move on. Call it a day, hang up the towel, whatever words you want to use. It's time to get out of there, guys, if that's you. Or at the very least, it's time to maybe go get another job. Find some other challenge, right? The job is just not for you anymore. You just don't like it. You hate it. It's time to go. It's time to retire. Now, number 2 is your health is suffering. Maybe you have a health problem or ailment that's not going away. It's going to be there forever, and it's only going to get worse down the road. And maybe it's a health problem that has nothing to do with the job. It's just a health issue that you've developed. Guys, if that's you, it's time to retire as soon as possible. Because by the time you retire, 10, 15, 20 years down the road from now, your health may not be what you want it to be to actually enjoy your time when you retire, right? So if you think about it, if you're going to have some problems down the road because of your health that you know of right now, then you might want to retire now so you can have some fun now before these health problems become a bigger issue in your later years. Now, number 3, the third reason you may want to retire right now is simply because you're just burned out, right? You ever been at a job where you're just tired? You don't feel like getting up on Monday mornings to go in. You're just sick and tired of being sick and tired of the job. And the job is starting to cause you some health problems, maybe some stress, some anxiety, some nervousness. Maybe you have a supervisor that you don't get along with, you just don't like, or they don't like you, or they're trying to sabotage you on the job, right? Now, if that's you and it's happening, and trust me, I know it does happen. I've been on jobs where I've had supervisors or managers who were just not very nice people, very rude, very disrespectful. I've been there and done that, guys. So I understand that feeling, and I understand the feeling that a job can actually cause you health problems. A job can actually cause you to break out in hives, or to your stomach to hurt, or for you to have a tightening in your chest, right? Jobs can cause health problems. A job can bring on the stress that can definitely bring on a physical problem with your health. Maybe it's just the fact that the company goes against your values, or something happened at the job that you don't feel comfortable with. Listen, if that's you, it's time to possibly retire and leave the job. Now, number 4 is the obvious elephant in the room. It's probably time to retire as soon as possible if you've just simply got enough money. You have enough money to actually retire. If you've added up your monthly expenses and then you took those monthly expenses, that number, and multiplied it by 12 months out of the year, and then you took that total and you said, wow, okay, that's what I spend a year. And then you turn around and say, okay, what do I have already stored up? Oh, I got that much money and I spend about this much every year. Well, it looks like I have enough money for 30 or 40 years to live on. If that's you, it's time to retire. And this, guys, is all about, do you have enough money to sustain your level of living that you desire for the rest of your life? If you're 40 or 50 years old and you have that, it may be time to retire. If you're 25 or 30 years old, it may be time to retire. Now, number 5 is this. If you just simply do not feel like keeping up with all of the technology that's going on at your job. And when I say technology, we know that AI is coming big time now, right? And we also know that computers and software and all those things, they change on an extremely quick, fast basis, right? They change all the time. And sometimes, guys, frankly, it's a headache trying to keep up with every new system that is introduced to your job. So maybe, hey, you're tired of that. You don't feel like that. You don't want to have to keep up with every new software system that comes into your workplace to make your business work more efficient and more faster and all that good stuff. It may be time to go. You don't have to keep up with every single thing that goes on in terms of technology. If you don't feel like it, maybe it's time for you to get out of there, right? You have to adapt or ultimately hit the road at some point. And if you just don't feel like adapting, it may be time to retire. Now, number 6 is you're debt free. You have no debt. The house is paid off. The car is paid off. All your credit cards, medical bills, everything's paid off. You have no debt. You have nothing on the liability side of your net worth equation. You're done. Everything's paid for. All you have is your monthly living expenses, which may be your utilities, your transportation, but your expenses are really, really low because you have no debt. If that's you, it may be time to go ahead and just say, forget it, throw the towel in and retire. Now, finally, number 7 is this. You have a second act that you want to pursue. You have a hobby or it's something that you want to do when you retire and you've been putting it off for a long time. Maybe you should go ahead and retire and pursue that thing that you've been wanting to pursue all this time while you have the energy that it takes and you have the desire to actually pursue what you want to do with your life. Guys, you only come around here one time. You get one life on this planet. So you might as well do what you want to do as soon as you can do it. If you have something that you've been wanting to do forever, but because you work 10 hours a day at the job or 6 days a week at the job and you just don't have the time and energy after your job to do it, in my opinion, guys, you need to consider retiring so that you can pursue that passion, that gift, or that thing that you've always wanted to do that you know will bring you some fulfillment and you know maybe you can make a little bit of money at it if you just simply focused your time on it full time. Maybe it's time to go. Remember, guys, when it comes to retirement, you have to do what's best for you. If it's retirement, do it. If it's sticking it out for a few more years while you prepare and get your plans ready to retire, maybe you have to do that too. But you do what's best for you because in the end, personal finance is personal. Your retirement and when you decide to retire is personal. I just wanted to give you 7 more reasons that you should consider retiring as soon as possible. Hey, if you got anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, smash the like button, share the video, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And remember, guys, the best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Take care of yourself and always take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.